Hey guys, it's Marissa, page manager of Nancy Drew Forever fan page. Today I'm taking y'all behind the scenes of one of my favorite Nancy Drew inspired photo shoots, Ghosts of Thornton Hall. I've been creating Nancy Drew inspired albums since 2012 when I did my first Nancy Drew photo shoot based on Shadow at the Water's Edge. Before then I had just been doing general Nancy Drew photography. One day I discovered how I could combine both of my hobbies, Nancy Drew and photography, into one. Make Nancy Drew inspired photos. I'm going to take you through the stages I go through when creating a photo shoot. First, I have to take location into consideration, then props. I don't exactly have a pyramid in my yard, so of course it becomes limited on which game I tackle next. Once I go through possibilities of location and see if I own anything that's similar to that game, I start searching for ideas for shots. Ghosts of Thornton Hall was the first game I ever purchased props for. I was so inspired by this game, I decided to track down a mask, necklace, and gloves. I start by listening to the game's soundtrack. I get so many ideas from this alone. Whenever I listen to a game soundtrack, it always reminds me of the very first time I played that game, what I was thinking and what I was feeling. Also, during the editing process, I can also add to the feel that I'm trying to achieve. If I feel like I haven't gotten enough ideas from listening to the soundtrack, I watch the trailer and maybe even replay the game. I try to subtly tell the story that the game tells. I don't want to overkill on the game references, but I want it to be recognizable. Sometimes it's hard to find that balance and get ideas from my head to come out right on the picture. After I feel that I've gotten the shots that I set out to get, I then import the photos into my computer. This is the first time I've ever shown all of the photos I've taken from a session. First, I look through all the pictures I took and delete the obvious ones that I don't want to use. This helps narrow it down and choose the ones I want to edit. Once I decide which ones I want to edit, I open them up in either Photoshop or PicMonkey.com. Depending on the feel of the game, I try and edit the photos accordingly. I try not to oversaturate and overexpose any photos as I try to keep that part as natural as possible. As with most of the photos in the Ghosts of Thornton Hall album, most of the photos are darker and have less color. Ghosts of Thornton Hall didn't have a lot of light to it, so I wanted to stick with the darker side. Unlike the photos I'm editing here, which were taken in the middle of the day, I kept them lighter so as detail can be noticed, such as the ladybug. The camera I use most is my Nikon D3000. The camera I would choose next is my Nikon Coolpix, and sometimes I even use my phone. All are amazing cameras and will capture each picture differently. I hope you've enjoyed this behind the scenes look at my photo shoots. A lot of thought and a lot of work goes into it, but it's such fun and I enjoy it so much, and I know y'all will love it. There's just something about putting a video game into pictures. I hope to take all of the Ninja games in the series and convert them into photo shoots. But of course, like I said, with props and locations to consider, it can get kinda tough. I don't expect I'll be going to Egypt anytime soon, or Italy. Also, just again, another great big shout out to this amazing ladybug. She was a model. She was just awesome, and I'm so super glad I was able to finally find a ladybug. I hope you've enjoyed this Ghost of Thornton Hall photo shoot that I've done. I've tried to capture as much of the rich story that I possibly could with what I had. This was just such a beautiful game, I really wanted to be able to capture this one right. Thank y'all again for being awesome fans and watching my YouTube. See y'all around.